When your projects keep slipping, the scope keeps growing, and your team feels drained just trying to keep up, you're not imagining it. Something in your business is working against you. And here's the part that no one ever says out loud. Your projects aren't failing because people aren't trying hard enough. They're failing because everyone is working in different ways. That disconnect isn't a sign that your team is completely unorganized or that you need to try harder. It's a sign that your business has outgrown its current informal systems. Hi, I'm Summer, founder of Driven Connection. We help founders and mid-market leaders build operational architecture that enables expansion without erosion, growth that doesn't rely on constant heroic effort. Most people hear PMO and immediately think of enterprise bureaucracy. But for ambitious small businesses, a PMO is the opposite of red tape. It's an accelerator. And what is a PMO? A PMO, or Project Management Office, is simply an operational architect that shows you how to get work done. It's a shared playbook, a consistent method, a unified way of working. It gives your team one way to kick off a project, one way to plan it, one way to progress, and one common language for communicating what's happening. And here's what surprises most leaders. When you standardize the repeatable parts of your business, your best and most creative work finally has room to shine. You stop managing the chaos and start leading the outcome. Here's a story from one of our clients that might feel a little familiar. A few years ago, a digital marketing agency came to us. They were growing fast, but they were drowning. Their work lived in 3 different tools, their handoffs were sloppy, and there was no one, including the founder, who could see a complete picture of the business. Clients felt the inconsistency, employees felt the pressure, and the leadership felt like they were always one misstep away from a reputational crisis. There wasn't a talent problem. They were smart, committed, and stretched thin. It was an architectural problem. So we didn't train them on time management. We built a system. We built one clear roadmap of their full customer journey, from lead intake to final delivery. We clarified who owned what decisions, where approvals happened, and exactly what done meant. The result was immediate. Decisions sped up because the rules were clear. Confusion dropped because the single source of truth existed. Projects stopped stalling in the middle management void. Eternally, the team felt something they hadn't felt in years: relief. That is the power of a PMO. It shifts you from reactive firefighting to proactive execution. This isn't just one client story. The broader data backs this up. ProSci, the global leader in change management research, confirms that when teams combine structure with meaningful change support, they are 6 times more likely to meet their objectives. Not because they hired smarter people, but because they removed the friction of figuring it out from every single day. Unclear goals and weak oversight are the core of project failure. Structure is the antidote. I want to walk you through what actual changes you can use to install this engine. First, you get clarity. Distractions stop running the show. One of my favorite principles is this: think with the end in mind. Getting to tomorrow is critical, but if you only focus on a daily task list, you never build the future. A PMO pulls you out from the weeds and into a long-term vision. Second, you get decision velocity. Instead of juggling dashboards and Slack messages to get an update, you have a single view of progress. You know instantly what is on track and where the bottleneck is forming. You move from reacting to steering. Third, you get predictability. Work starts flowing. Fewer surprises, fewer stalls, fewer late-night scrambles. When everyone follows the same playbook, estimates get reliable and rework drops. Your team finally gets used to their energy on the work that matters, not the overhead of figuring out how to work. Growth stops adding chaos. It starts adding capacity. Now here's something I really want you to take in. You are not starting a PMO by buying a tool. You start by prepping the soil. Press pause and grab something to take notes with. Here is the architecture for your first lightweight PMO. Step 1. Clarify the why. Gather your decision makers. I want you to name the biggest issues you want to solve. Is it missed deadlines? Scope creep? Burnout? Don't sugarcoat it. Messy is where we start. Turn all of that mess into a one-page purpose. We are building this PMO to cut rework by 30%. That becomes your anchor. Step 2. Audit the reality. Look how work actually gets done today. Not the optimistic version, the real version. Where do things stall? Where's the bottleneck? Which steps get skipped? The biggest friction points you uncover become your PMO's first targets. And step 3, align on governance. This is the boring part that saves your life. Agree on the rules. Who makes the decisions? How do you measure the progress? What does the PMO oversee? Research from ProSci makes this clear. Visible leadership supports the #1 predictor of success. If you don't align here, your PMO is just extra homework for your team. Let's recap. You aren't dealing with chaos because your business is broken. You are dealing with chaos because you outgrew your old systems. A PMO gives you the architecture to handle the load. It protects your team's time. It elevates your creative output, and it makes your business lighter to run. Clarity isn't restrictive. Clarity is liberating. If you're listening to this and thinking, this is exactly what I'm feeling, you aren't alone. Every founder and leader at a growth stage hits this ceiling. But we're curious. What is the one project pain that feels heaviest to you right now? Is it missed deadlines? The constant questions? Share it in the comments below. Giving that friction a name can often be the first step to fixing it. You're learning, you're growing, and you're building a foundation that scales. Don't let the noise of daily chaos talk you out of the asset you're building. I'm Summer Ames Prodan, and we'll see you on the next installment of Driven Growth.